Hello, my moonbeams, and welcome. I am so happy to have you here. Let's do a reading. It's been a while. I have been so under the weather and so busy at the same time. It's been a little rough to feel into the energy. But this morning I'm getting like a new love situation, and I was hearing that song over and over again. I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly breathe. I just can't help it. I lose all control. It's your love that makes me weak. It feels very much like I just keep hearing like, this feels different. This feels very different than anything you've ever felt before. Like, you could just feel this person's energy, the genuineness of their energy. There is something about them where they're just, you can constantly feel how they care. Like maybe standing next to each other and they like lean into you a little closer when you're speaking. Just there's like little things like that coming through. So we're just gonna see who this person is. It feels very much like new love, which doesn't mean it can't be someone that you've been connected to, but possibly that you've never been romantically with this person. Okay, let's see what wants to come through. We have the Nine of Cups, a wish granted. Wow, this is Jupiter energy too. This is speaking to good fortune. You can see this person here holding someone's hand, embracing someone's hand, and looking back, just like, look how happy she looks. It's a blessing. It's almost like you didn't think this was going to come in here. There's a message for somebody too that it's coming through very harshly, like, don't ruin this by thinking you're not good enough. But that's just a message, like Spirit's really wanting to say that you do deserve this, okay? And to not let insecurities get the best of you by feeling like you don't deserve this. There's also a person here that's been feeling very down about people. You may have this very like giving nature to you, and no matter how much you do or what you do, it never feels good enough, or it's just not appreciated, and you've been feeling down about that. And Spirit just really wants to remind you too that it does not go unnoticed, even if it's, not appreciated by, people in the 3D. It is absolutely not noticed, you know what I mean? And it's not that you're really like reaching for that. It's just there's been downness, like just feeling down about it. And it's sad. That's where the world is, because you shouldn't feel down for something like that. Like, giving to people when we can, helping out people when we can, should feed our souls. It should give us energy. It should make us feel good. It's what we're meant for. And we're given resources so that we can help others when we're feeling called to do so. Just a little side message for somebody there, but let's keep going. We have the Hermit, okay? So you have possibly been very much isolating for quite some time, I'm hearing. Okay, so haven't even had a chance to meet somebody. Right now is about meeting new people and like getting out there. You have really been soul searching for quite some time. Okay, really maybe finding yourself again after a period of feeling lost. You have this very, very unique energy about you, and it's time to get out there again, they're saying. Time to get out there again. Neon awakening. Ooh, wow. This is a twin flame reunion. Okay, maybe it's time for a reunion or time for meeting. If you don't feel like you've met this person who you consider your twin flame or a divine love. But what I will say is it will feel very different, like unexplainable, right? You could be having dreams lately about connecting with somebody, but it could be confusing because it's like maybe a different face every time here, okay? This meeting or this connection is very much tied to your life purpose. So it's very destined. It's very destined. We have High Priestess, Queen of Pentacles. I just heard the Maker of Money. You could be some type of spiritual teacher or meant to be a spiritual teacher, or coming through very strongly meant to heal people in some way that helps them connect better with their higher selves. Okay, this could be tied to this could very much be tied to healing addiction. Here we have the Five of Pentacles, Taurus energy coming through really strong here, and Capricorn energy, Capricorn and Taurus. So you could be a double earth here. The two of you could be earth energy. You're feeling conflict. You're feeling maybe a bit blocked here. Maybe you had a surge of energy. Okay, it's coming through. You had a surge of energy for a bit and you've felt very blocked lately, but you've been needing to go within, and rest has been very, very important. Rest is coming through very strong here for you. The need for rest and healing. The body needs a lot of healing for this new beginning with the Chariot and Judgment. Awakening, a lot of awakening energy here. You could be going through a subsequent awakening is what they're saying. Capricorn, Taurus energy very strong here. Okay, we also have Virgo, so very earthy energy here, and is coming through very strong. A subsequent awakening. We also have Cancer energy here. Cancer, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. And then Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Very focused, ambitious, dedication. Okay, you could have very much dedicated yourself hot out the gate. They just said hot out the gate to something, maybe a new career here. Okay, and it's a bit of a time for reflection here to make sure you're moving forward in the ways that you want to move forward. Very much not wanting you to fall back into old habits here. Okay, you will get through this. You will get through what feels like a block here with this Judgment energy coming through. Okay, it's a resurrection of some sort. Okay, this song has been coming through for a while, but the final countdown again. The final countdown. This is like that last push, and this message has been coming through so strongly for somebody here, but this is like the final push of Dark Night of the Soul energy, the soul searching energy, really connecting with yourself. You have felt very lost, and staying strong here. Really stay strong. Let's get some advice here with the Work Your Light Oracle, because this is very much tied, love and soul path very much tied together here. We have wait, postpone, pause, say no. Okay, so again, coming out under the Hermit energy, you have very much been in a pause. Okay, this Five of Pentacles, you've felt very blocked. Okay, so this is the energy for somebody who has felt this in the very recent past, or who is just coming out of this, okay, or is needing the push to come out of this, okay? We have boundaries. Where do I need to establish better boundaries? So something that you've needed to go within about, okay? There's something here about this person, gold energy, maybe a gold aura, okay? But very beautiful inside and out. But being so beautiful on the outside has led to really being taken advantage of, and this energy feels very dark in certain ways, okay? So that you being isolated, and this could also have looked like gaining weight too. This has been a protection mechanism for you until you learned how to have very, very Queen of Swords, strong boundaries with people, okay? Of course, when you're beautiful, you're going to get a lot of attention, but sometimes childhood wounding can cause us to latch on to any attention we receive, and that can be very dangerous, right? Especially for the empath, the healer, okay, who doesn't have the wounded healer, they just said, okay? You are a wounded healer, and you got to heal before you can really heal others, okay? Those wounds got to be healed, and there's some very deep wounds here. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Keepers of the earth, with all this earth energy, okay? You are meant to help others. You are meant to help others. You've probably always helped others in some type of way, okay? Given to needy, I'm hearing. Been in careers that help people who can't help themselves, okay? You've always been that person. We have trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Okay, this is really tied to something to do with boundaries here. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Okay, Virgo energy coming through really strong here. This path has felt very hard because of you constantly feeling like, what should I be doing now? I need to be doing this. I need to be doing this. I need to be doing this. And Spirit's really wanting you to lean more into just doing what feels right in the moment on this path, if that makes sense, okay? Rather than having to have such a game plan, okay? You don't need that. Just lean into what feels right in the moment. Okay, I woke up feeling pretty good today. I feel like I need to get out in the sun. I feel like I need to walk. I feel like I need to eat a very nutritious smoothie. Like, you don't have to have this like bigger picture plan of, I need to be on a diet for 3 months so I can shed this weight, okay? It's just doing what feels right in the moment. Like, I have a nudge to eat healthy this morning, to eat a very nutritious breakfast. Maybe you need to do some breathing exercises, breakfast. So I'm gonna do that, right? Today, do what feels right in the day. And I'm seeing the chills all over. So somebody's really feeling that here. Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill, okay? So somebody here who's been pushing really hard lately, even you can be in this hermit phase, like wanting to stay away from other people, but still like killing yourself, trying to grind, okay? So someone did start something here, possibly like a new career, but maybe you're also grinding in a lot of other ways, really taking care of the household, trying to keep everything clean, everything done. Maybe you do have kids who, you know, have a lot of things as well. And they're saying here, it's okay to take a break. Okay, it's okay to take a breather. You may really need that to really carve out space and time to do that for yourself. Let's get the energy oracle on this love energy we were feeling. Woman holding a heart. We have 44 here. You could be seeing 444 a lot. 4 could be significant. Is the number also of Archangel Michael, which is protection energy. Okay, so you are protected here, and we do have ancient ancestors stand beside you. Bottom of the deck, we have caring connections, okay? This feels like, ooh, and then 22, yin and yang. This feels very much like it's just gonna feel so different this time. It's just gonna feel so different. Cornucopia and the sun. Wow, that is beautiful energy. This person is going to feel like your sun. It's just going to feel so different. That's all they keep saying here. A lot of twos. 222 and 444. It's just going to feel so different. They don't want me to say too much here. Goddess of the moon. Beautiful. Goddess of the moon. You have a very secretive energy to you. And this may be driving somebody crazy here. Maybe this person was scared to take a leap because of that. You have a very, it's not closed off. It's just secretive a bit. When you really feel something for somebody, your walls do go up. It's very interesting because it's kind of contradicting to this not having these intense boundaries up that needed to be put up in the past. Okay, let's get some of the astrology here. Root. Okay, so you've been healing this root chakra, which deals a lot with fear, but also this is very much tied to your family lineage, your family trees. Okay, so there could be a long line of women in your family not recognizing their worth. Okay, that wounded healing energy, right? Probably attracting people that need healing. This person is going to come in or re-come in healed. Okay, this may be what feels so different, is you aren't going to have to heal. You aren't going to have to take on any more negative energy to transmute and heal yourself. Okay, mystery. Here again with the moon, you have this mystery about you. You could have some Scorpio in your chart. We have 38 and 46, 52, 22, 14, and 44. There's a real mystery about you. You definitely have some witchy roots. It just came through, okay? So maybe you want to dig into your ancestry a little bit. Maybe you haven't and you don't even know that about yourself. Chiron, heal, yes. The Kundalini energy. We have a lot of awakening here, okay? And like the final countdown, this could be like your last big awakening for a bit, okay? We're never done healing and awakening, but this could be the end of a very intense cycle of awakening and going within, awakening and going within, awakening and going within. Dark night of the soul, if you will, okay? Healing, 28. Arrival, wow, first house, 39. Okay, so we have Chariot. Something is arriving. Something is arriving tied to love, but this is also tied to abundance here. Opposition, confrontation. Okay, this could cause, we do have a storm here too. This could cause a little bit of upheaval in your life. Also too, things could start to go wrong when this comes in, making you second guess it. Okay, so just to be very mindful of that, because it is just no other better way to say it, but evil wanting to stop this force from coming together. Very interesting. And bottom of the deck, they wanted me to look bottom of the deck. We have 5th house, passion, and Venus beloved retrograde. We have 43, very significant. You could be seeing 43 a lot. And 21 could be significant. 1121 retrograde here. I don't know when the retrograde is ending. They're pulling me to 1121, something to do with 1121 here, so November 21st, which is the cusp of also Scorpio and Sagittarius. So it's a shift into Sagittarius energy around that time as well. There could be some type of shift happening around that time here. Beautiful energy. Let's get that astrology dice, and I'll pull a couple charms as well. Okay, we have 10, which 10 is all about completion, right? So like I said, there's a completion here. Here's Scorpio again as well with that mystery. There's a real mystery about you, but that's what's so beautiful about you, right? There's something so beautiful about that. And then we have the ascending lunar node, okay? This is about the future and lessons that must be learned, okay? There's a bit of fear of the unknown with that root chakra here, but they're really saying to lean into it, not to fear it, because there's only beautiful things to come, I'm hearing. Only beautiful things to come. All right, let's get a few charms to tie up this reading. Okay, we have the fleur-de-lis. You could have French descent here, okay? So talking about looking into your family lineage here. There's something very significant with that for you. Maybe you're doing that now and that's brought you to Tarot, okay? Because you have found out that you have some type of this ancestry. Oh, beautiful. We have made for an angel, okay? Very angelic energy here. We have a guitar as well as the music note, okay? So you could be being spoken to a lot through music right now, getting a lot of messages through music. You could also be very musically gifted, or your person. This could be a way you recognize your person as well. We have a bird here. This does look like a blue jay here. Okay, so blue jays could be significant. That has been coming through so much for my readings. And we have something to do with angels here. We did have that your ancestors are with you. You could have a lot of people from your family that have passed, okay, and are trying very hard to divinely guide you through this time in your life, okay? So to just know that you are protected here. All right, my loves, I hope this helped you. I hope it gave you a little bit of guidance, and most importantly, I hope it helps strengthen your intuition on what you're already knowing and feeling. I love you very much, and until next time, love and light.